By the start of the 21st century, the internet had invaded our existence completely. Communications, entertainment, and commerce became new frontiers to conquer. And while companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon would dominate for decades to come, not every early adapter fared so well. So, today we look back at some forgotten websites of the aughts. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel. After that, please leave a comment and let us know what other dearly departed distractions you'd like to hear about. Okay, now, this ought to be good. Like the air we breathe, social media is unavoidable and increasingly toxic. But it wasn't always like that. Before Facebook and Instagram became Meta, before TikTok ruined our attention spans, and before Twitter allowed us to share our every waking thought, there was Friendster. It was a novel idea. Show how interconnected we were through circles of acquaintance. Over 3 million users signed up within the first few months of the site going live in 2003. And Friendster was so popular that Google offered to buy it for $30 million that same year, but were turned down. Now considered to be one of the worst decisions in the history of Silicon Valley. Over time, declining usage due to competition from other social network sites caused Friendster to pivot to social gaming, before shutting down forever in 2015. It may have been the first dethroned king of social media, but it wouldn't be the last. While Friendster showed us how connected we were through mutual acquaintances, MySpace proved we were all connected by one, Tom. Also launched in 2003, MySpace quickly overtook Friendster as the top social media site, offering customizable profiles, embedded music and video, and most importantly, the ability to rank your 8 favorite people. No longer did you have to wonder if your bestie was truly your bestie. Now it was written in stone, in binary. In 2005, Rupert Murdoch bought MySpace for more than $500 million, with the intent of turning it into an outlet for Fox content. But by 2008, Facebook overtook it in popularity, mostly due to young people abandoning it for something shiny and new, a trend that would continue until forever. In 2011, the site was purchased by Justin Timberlake for only $35 million, or 6% of what Murdoch had paid for it a few years earlier. Ultimately, MySpace lost all content prior to 2016 after a faulty server migration. So don't worry, all of your cringeworthy posts are gone forever. Once one of the most popular content aggregators on the internet, Dig allowed users to share and submit links and vote them up, aka to dig, or down, aka to bury. Launched in 2004, the site became immensely popular, and by 2008 had over 236 million visitors annually. Dig began to decline after occurrences of astroturfing when, in the geekiest cool thing ever, a user was caught in a sting operation and banned for being paid to promote a story. Despite this, pay-for-dig businesses popped up everywhere. Promoted content has become commonplace, but in the mid-2000s, it was novel and frowned upon, not routine and frowned upon, like it is now. A disastrous redesign in 2010 caused a mass exodus of users to Reddit, and the site's visitor count fell by 90% in just 2 years. The site is currently attempting a relaunch. Launched in 2001, Miniclip was a game hosting website that allowed users to play over 400 different games, including its most popular, 8-Ball Pool, and the venerable staple of millennial childhoods, Club Penguin. Miniclip was a welcome distraction from anyone trying to get away from the monotony of work, the stress of school, or the unending burden that is modern existence. While the site still exists, its focus turned to mobile games over the next 2 decades, and it effectively shut down in 2022. There are few things more synonymous with the internet of the early 2000s than the G.I. Joe PSA parodies. These legendary videos provided some of the most enduring cultural hallmarks of the era, like pork chop sandwiches and Who Wants a Body Massage? High art indeed. The site that birthed these bizarre babies was Ebombs World, founded in 2001 and named for its founder Eric Bauman. Kids across the world IMing each other the Joes and other videos made it one of the first viral video sites, and the favorite online repository of memes and other content. The site was so popular that in 2006, the USA Network planned to create a television version of the show. However, frequent allegations of stolen content and copyright infringement eventually caught up with the site. And while it still exists, its influence over internet culture has dissipated. The kids have finally stopped all the downloading. Hey weird historians! While digging through our archives, we unearthed a whole bunch of videos that were just too damn controversial for YouTube's guidelines. So, let it be known that we're officially creating a Weird History membership tier. Want to know what happened immediately after JFK was shot? That'll be in there. So will our video about why DARE was an even bigger failure than you think. You'll also find our rundown on the 8 most important members of the 27 Club, the archaeological discovery that solved the Romanov mystery, and what life was like under Nazi occupation. Spoiler alert, it was really bad. For just $4.99 a month, you'll get access to all those members-only videos and a voice in any new, more mature, or uncensored content we produce for members in the future. And by becoming a member, you'll be helping the channel produce new and exciting videos, like Timeline, and whatever else we've got cooking up in the lab where these things are made. Just to be 100% clear, this is only a bonus tier for the videos we can't keep on the main channel. Our standard releases will still be free to all, week in, week out. But if you want to become an official member of the Weird History team, this is how to do it. Hope to see you there. Another 2001 creation, StumbleUpon, randomly took visitors to various websites added to their database by users, who could then vote the destination up or down, creating an algorithm that grew into the endless content streams of today. The site allowed for an immense amount of discovery and adventure across the wild west of the 2000s internet, and by 2008 had more than 5 million users. As social media grew in popularity and internet content became more homogenized, people no longer felt like stumbling. And in 2011, the company deleted years of content, leading to a major redesign that caused a 25% decline in traffic before shutting down in 2018. StumbleUpon had stumbled. After seeing a trailer for the movie Finding Forrester, in which Sean Connery passionately yells, "You're the man now, dog," Max Goldberg registered the domain that eventually became YTMND, a host for user-generated content. The site's culture centered around absurd stills or videos with a looping sound file, most often from pop culture. One of its most popular was the Picard song, an infectious electronic beat under a clip of Patrick Stewart introducing himself as Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise, all layered over a mosaic of the character. Yeah, that was it. Nothing more to it. As laughably dumb as the site's content often was, it quickly became a sensation, being featured in articles by Reuters, The Washington Post, and The New York Times. And it gotten so popular, its namesake even found its way into a Jeopardy clue. Despite birthing memes that are still part of the internet lexicon of today, where would we be without Mom Spaghetti? In 2016, Goldberg announced the site would shut down, and it experienced a catastrophic database failure a few years later. However, YTMND relaunched in 2020 and is still the preferred destination for engaging and thoughtful content, like Super Mario experiencing painful diarrhea and REM singing over music from Mega Man. In 1999, Napster changed the entertainment world forever, allowing users free, not legal mind you, downloads of just about any song that had ever existed. So naturally, like everything beautiful in this world, it was destroyed. The internet was furious. So naturally, like everything beautiful in this world, it returned, this time with pornography. With peer-to-peer file transfer now a fixture of the internet, other Napster-esque applications took that illegal ball and ran. The first major successor was Limewire. While Napster was limited to music files, Limewire expanded the free media smorgasbord to include video, aka porn, and other file types, also porn. And thanks to its user-friendly interface, went on to become the most popular of the post-Napster services. However, it was a feeding frenzy for viruses, as one investigation found that 1/3 of all files on the service contained malware of some kind. If you weren't careful, downloading a mislabeled file like, say, Blink-182, When I Come Around, could give your computer an incurable digital venereal disease. Eventually, the music industry caught up to Limewire, and in 2010, a lawsuit forced founder Mark Gorton to pay record labels over $100 million, and the site was shuttered for good. But like a free music whack-a-mole, as soon as one went down, another popped up in its place. A year after Limewire came Kazah, the end of the first-gen peer-to-peer networks. Kazah was created by Estonian programmers, who then sold it to a delicious-sounding Swiss and Danish team, who later used Kazah's software to create Skype. Like Napster and Limewire, Kazah was eventually taken down by the music industry. But unlike those platforms, the Recording Industry Association of America was able to sue individual users for file sharing, as well as Kazah itself. These lawsuits ballooned, and one estimate claimed that up to 30,000 Americans were sued for downloading music to the tune of $750 per song. Suddenly, your sloppily curated library of thousands of 90s hits had you on the hook for millions of dollars, though most users were allowed to settle for around $3,000. Also like Napster and Limewire, Kazah tried to turn legit, but thanks to the specter of civil court looming over users, the legal iTunes Store exploded in popularity with its launch in 2003, and music lovers no longer hoovered up unlimited free media, at least until the Pirate Bay came along. But that's a story for another day. Despite file-sharing services being taken down like mob bosses, users still had an addiction to free music and needed a fix. Enter Last.fm. Founded in 2002, Last.fm was initially an internet radio and music community site, using similar music profiles to generate playlists. Around the same time, a computer science major in England created Audio Scrobbler, a music recommendation system. Scrobbling, which is somehow not a dirty word despite sounding exactly like one, processes information related to people, music, and other data. These two companies merged in 2005 to become the Last.fm people knew and loved. The Scrobbled, it sounds so dirty. Info was uploaded to an online database that enabled users to customize their profiles through love and ban buttons. This allowed listeners to match with those whose tastes were compatible, bringing music lovers together so they could scrobble each other. In 2009, Last.fm became a subscription-based service, and traffic fell dramatically. Today, streaming services like Spotify and Apple still collect data from other users to recommend music listeners will enjoy, and despite low payouts for the people who make that music, maintain millions of subscribers, meaning that when it comes to the music industry, fans and artists are forever getting scrobbled. So what do you think? And were you a regular at any of these forgotten websites? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, check out some of these other videos from Weird History.